This is an all-inclusive guide to GoWiWi attacking. It covers everything from looking at a base and deciding why to use a GoWiWi attack, to troop composition, to analyzing the base for weaknesses, to deployment spots, and also spell usage. So as we look at this base, we'll notice that the ADs are spread out and there's also a lot of open spots towards the middle between defenses where giant bombs could be. Because of that, we're going to go ahead and rule out Lava Loon and Hound attacks. And a lot of times I choose to finish up with either Loons or Hounds, but there's nothing too grouped here, so I'm going to go a straight GoWiWi for that reason. One of the important things when you're doing a GoWiWi attack is you want to avoid spots at the beginning where a giant bomb could be. So we're going to go ahead and start by looking for giant bombs. So you'll notice on the south side, there's no spots where a giant bomb could be. As we move around to the left, we see by this archer tower there's two open spots where giant bombs could be. Between the other two archer towers, there's spots where giant bombs could be. But once we get to the back side of this base, this whole other side of the base, there's no spot big enough for a giant bomb to be. So we know that we want to deploy somewhere along the side that we know we're safe. Also, we're going to look at where the archer queen is. She'll tend to draw your wizards in instead of letting them destroy defenses. So always be mindful of that. The next thing we're going to do here is we're going to scout where all the cannons and archer towers reach. We want to know the coverages so that we know where to drop our golems. So what I'm going to do here is we can kind of leave that left cannon, but we want to include all these other four bottom and left or bottom and right side defenses in golem coverage. So we're going to drop a golem on the archer tower, and then we're going to drop it kind of between those two right cannons for it to reach. Then also, if you notice between that mortar and AD, there's a too thick wall spot. That's really good for a jump spell because that'll focus all your troops right up the middle. So starting our attack, get our golems down, wizards from the outside in, go in the middle, witches, heroes, couple wall breakers. Notice the entire time for this attack, I have every single major troop down. It's taken less than 15 seconds. As long as you take outside out first, it'll force your troops inwards, and it's good to get your troops out quickly so they can start doing damage. We do the jump spell, a rage spell through the clan castle, and you'll also notice during this time I've dropped my third golem on the left side with the wizard. That's just to go ahead and distract those troops so they don't fire on my stuff in the middle, and it gives my central troops time to get over and destroy those. So giving a whole look at my whole deployment, I have witches distracting on the right side, the golem on the left. I have my king and a golem ahead of my troops in the middle, and I have witches and wizards behind. So this is giving a really strong focal point for my attack. Just go ahead and drop that heal spell in the middle just because I want to keep my queen and a couple wizards alive to take out that middle. As long as that middle goes down, we know that the sides are covered. So as my troops move around, you'll notice that I've taken out everything on the bottom 2/3 of the base. The upper half of this base is pretty much gone at this point, and I have my witches going around the right side. At this point there's only single target defenses, so nothing can stop those witches. Even if everything else was dead, those witches would win this for us. But I still have my queen and some wizards, so that's always good. Go ahead and use those to just go ahead and take out the last of the buildings. You'll notice in the spot that we scouted before there were double giant bombs, so that's why we do the scouting. And the rest of the base goes down quickly. So by focusing on the setup for your attack, you'll notice how much smoother the rest of your attack goes.